Hello, good afternoon. We're back. We're back on the call. I'm trying to reach out and get Dr. Ogechi Johnson to join us here. All right, welcome, guys. Welcome. Working on it. So hopefully, Dr. CC, Doctor, how are you? It's good to see you. Okay, all right. All right. Yeah. So, how are you, Doctor? It's good to see you.
I'm good. How are you?
Every day, this is coming to America.
I know.
There are so many things in this country. Oh. the first day I got to an American school, I was told, we're going to be using I don't know what software it was.
Blackboard, Canvas.
Blackboard. I said, what is Blackboard again? What is Blackboard? You have to turn in your assignment. You have to do all kinds of things. Look, you just have to get the technology, and it's so easy. There's internet, and it's, you try it once, you make a mistake, but you're going to be good. Welcome. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Nice to have you.
All right. So you do have a lot of people watching you all the way from Ghana, from Nigeria, from India, from Ethiopia, from the United States. Everybody, I have this Illinois dentist right here who says you are a great mentor.
I know.
So tell me, when did you leave Nigeria?
I left Nigeria in 2013.
Okay, when did you finish from dental school?
2006.
So
2006.
When did you make up your mind to come to, to the United States?
Well, right after I left school, even while I was in school, I knew I was going to leave. I wanted a greener pastures. I knew I was going to leave. So that's why.
Why do you didn't want to do residency in Nigeria? Why?
Yeah, because I felt it was a waste of time. After doing residency in Nigeria, wasting that time, then you still come to America, to go back. So I worked as a dental officer, just trying to buy time and preparation to come into America. Yeah.
So you did that. So what information did you have? So when you were coming, what was your plan?
So when I was coming, like when I was in Nigeria, all I knew was going back to school, like the international dentist program.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about residency routes. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know reading for the board exams, the MBD 1 and 2, that you could get materials. I was reading the pathology textbook, the pharmacology, those big books. I didn't really have much information till I got here. Okay, till I got here.
We are going to change that. What you just said just struck a chord in me. So if you want to learn, I need 1,000 people. This is for free. I'll give you for free, but I need 1,000 people to join me, and I will share with you in the next couple weeks a folder that has all the information about the INDBE exam. Okay, in terms of all the things you need to study. But I need 1,000 people. So that's the only condition. It's for free. I have the information. We're going to sit down. We're going to sit down on Telegram or Zoom, and I will go through the material with you. And you then happy reading. But when you were coming, you didn't have these materials. You didn't know anything about it.
I didn't have these materials. I didn't have anything. Okay. The only thing I knew was I wanted to come for a master's program.
Okay.
Yes. So I came in for a master's in Boston, Brandeis University. I did a Master of Science in International Health Policy and Management.
Okay.
So, I was like, okay, let me come in for a master's.
Did you have a family in the United States?
I have a brother, but, other than that, I don't really have a big family.
Was it easy getting into that? How did you pay for your schooling? How did you?
Well, I worked in Nigeria for a few years. I saved some money and family support. It wasn't so easy, but then it was easier because of the exchange rates.
Okay.
Then the
Yes.
exchange rate was
May
like
may God bless our government. Now
one
that you
dollar.
have
One
reminded
dollar
me.
was like one hundred eighty naira. But unlike now, so it was a lot easier.
I know. Right
It
now,
was a lot.
730 naira to a dollar. What?
Yes,
What?
yes. So,
Lord have,
so
God has not abandoned Nigeria. This is another topic all the way, but let's leave that
yes.
one for
So,
now.
so
Anyway.
So it was a lot easier. I came in for my master's. It was during that master's that, I started looking for informations. I'll go online, check all these things, call some of my classmates, and they didn't really have much information. Most of my classmates, I reached out to, most of my friends, they went back to school through the International Dentist Program. So I never met anybody that did residency. As I never met anybody that went through the residency route. So I finished my master's for 1 year. That was a 1-year program, master's. I finished the master's. So I was like, what next? During the master's, I was preparing for my board exam, for the first
To
one
go
board
the regular
exam.
route. Yeah.
Yes, to go the regular, preparing that, wanting to go through the IDEP program.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, just one day I asked myself, what other options do I have? I just started Googling, just on Google, like what can foreign this? That was when I stumbled on the residency program, that they have dental
Can
residency.
you imagine?
Just
You were in
Google.
the country already. You have not, the truth is that today's generation, you guys are blessed, because you have all this information. You don't have any excuse. This is 2013, long time ago. No information. She was Googling, and it's not written, but today.
Yes. What programs can you do, as a foreign trained dentist, apart from going there? Then I saw different programs. I saw the dental public health. I saw orthodontic residency. I saw different residencies, I started checking them, like, okay, dental public health is a shorter program. Some other residencies like orthodontic residency. Some schools as at then require GRE, right? So I was like, okay, let me just do this public health. I looked for public health programs. I applied to a couple of them. Then San Antonio University of Texas Health Science Center, which is now the UT Health, they invited me for the interview.
Wow.
Yes, they invited me. They gave me a topic. I kind of did a one-page.
So when you were getting into that program, so you understood that you could practice with that residency without going back to school. Was that your understanding?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that.
But it was something that you could do easily after your MPH.
Yes, because it's something like when I wanted, like what next? Let me just do that. I love public health. I love public health. I had an NGO in Nigeria as I then going to oral health in marketplaces, prisons, all those places. So I love dental public health. I said, what next? So I applied for the program. I flew in from Boston to San Antonio.
Wow. That's a distance.
Yes, that's a distance. They picked me up, then I went for, but they told me I had to do a presentation, to the residency committee.
Okay.
They gave me a topic. I did the presentation and all that, and they were so impressed. I had to showcase them my work, pictures, and everything I've done in Nigeria. The oral health in schools.
I like picking on things that people say. So whatever you are, you can use for your whatever you are. This is someone who cares about other people. So they see you as someone who cares for the underserved. They see you as somebody who is a public health interventionist. That is why they took you.
And they want to see the pictures, they want to see the video, they want to, I had these my videos I did in Nigeria for my websites. I did a short clip, presented to the board. They were so impressed, they were so impressed. We were like 17 candidates that applied for that, and they took 2 of us into the program. So they were
Doctor, what your last name is Obiakor, right?
Obiakor, yes,
Obiakor.
Obiakor. Yes.
Obiakor. You know, Dr. Obiakor is a confirmed hustler. Confirmed. this doctor right here is not joking. She started NGO without thinking about America, and she used her NGO experience in Nigeria to wow the faculty in San Antonio. And she did not even know at that time that what she was doing was going to give her. So at what point did your eyes open?
So like 1 month into the program, I ran into a professor of dentistry that is Nigerian, also in the school, because I took some courses. He's a professor of cardiology. So
Dr. Amechi, Dr.
yes, Dr.
Amechi.
Amechi, yes,
That's our
Dr. Amechi,
G
yes.
right there. Dr.
Yes,
Amechi.
Dr. Amechi. He taught me, yeah. So he taught me during the program, during the residency. So, we got talking. He was like, yo, you can use it you can do your rep exam. I said,
you imagine
what?
that? If Dr. Amechi was not there, this sister would have been roaming around.
And that's the essence of information.
My God.
You must be well informed. Information is the key to whatever you're doing in this life.
I think we should stop at this point and ask God. This is not a church, this is not church meeting, but you need a destiny helper in your life. You need somebody to show you. You will just miss road for nothing. You are united. You have everything it takes. It took one man. This is available online. Nobody's going to tell you. But we're going to stop that, because on our program, we're going to make sure that everything that you need to know, learning from your experience, we're going to make it available. So go to my bio, the link on my bio, and join the Dentistry Dental Licensure Pathway on Telegram. Click on the link on my bio and join that group. I need 1,000 people there so that we can get the class for the INDB started. Share with 100 of your dental colleagues. Don't keep it to yourself. So everybody has a different route. If you hide it, sometimes your own will not work. This one, Dr. Ogechi has learned something, and she's telling us what she has learned. That information is key. So
and that's why from there, I'm ready to share. I'm mentored people. I'm ready to mentor people. Information is free. And if you're well guided, mentorship is all.
You are saying the two. You say be guided. I want you to tell your friends, be guided. Don't just be going. You have to follow the routes that, don't follow the people. I will tell you the roads that are difficult. I will show it to you so that you don't have to go through the same hard life that we had.
Yes.
If you have information to get you to the right place. So join that group, tell your friends. Once we get to 1,000 people in the WhatsApp, in the Telegram group, I'm going to set a date to give you all the INDB exams. Because these exams, you can pass this. We're going to come to the exams. I'll allow you to talk about it. Just remind me about what I was going to say. So just go ahead and tell me, Dr. Amechi. Actually, I communicated with Dr. Amechi a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
I sent him an email, and he responded. We started talking. I want to show up at San Antonio for some time and just see what I can do there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. So go ahead. So you met Dr. Amechi.
Yes. So he told me, you can get your license, do rep. And he told me some past residents. He mentioned, some past residents that did the dental public health, and they have their private practice, and some are working in different places. I was like, wow. So after that, I met with my residency director, my program director, because in San Antonio, you're required to have a residency plan. Mm-hmm. As soon as you get into the program, you have to draft a residency plan of plan what you did. So I spoke with him, I discussed with him, I said, I would like to, I know dental public residency is a non-clinical, for most schools, but now I know some schools are beginning to add the clinical components. So I told my dental director that I'd like to add some form of clinical components to my program. Okay. Some form of clinical components since it's dental public health residency. So he told me to just include it in my residency plan. Then I had to get a residency license. Okay. So a residence license will allow me to work in the school there, clinical, allowed me to work in community health centers affiliated to the school. So you cannot use it to work in a private practice. You cannot use it to work outside, but you can use it to
what
work in.
I just said is called smart, smart, smart. Because you can go through this residency program without requesting for any clinical this, and you just be there reading papers and presenting PowerPoints and all that stuff, and you wouldn't get the meat of what you need to. Go ahead.
Yeah. So when I got my residency, my resident license. You know, it's the same. Actually, it's the same license number that I still use, but it's now then it was restricted.
Yeah, you have it.
Yes, but now it's now a full license. So then I drafted that. So in San Antonio, they have we call them FQHC, the Federally Qualified Health Centers. They're affiliated to the university. Okay, the students go there for their rotations.
Let me add something here. If you went to dental school, you can work in a FQHC and have your student loan paid.
Yes.
If you work for a federally qualified health, nobody will tell you.
Nobody will
just go there.
Yes.
And then for 3 years, your student loan is paid.
Yes, right? yes.
FQHC, when you're coming here, go and look. Go before you start thinking of all those big clinics. Go and stay in a village somewhere. And they can also work in a FQHC.
So some of them can also sponsor for green cards. You know, some of them sponsor for green cards. Yes. So you know, because they are, you know, they're underserved area.
Right. I have a friend who he has just gotten his green card and is working for an FQHC.
Yes.
You know, and you know, international dentists, you know, some of those people who are born here, they won't go there.
Oh,
They're just like
they won't go there. They won't go there.
Just take whatever take it and use it to move yourself forward.
Yes. So I say so the Federal Qualified Health Center affiliated to the school. The students go there for the rotations, and so I started going there. It was part of my residency plan. I go there. They also have the homeless shelter.
What residency projects?
Okay, so I did the 2 original residency projects. One was access to care for seniors 50 years and above and older. Then one was oral health and knowledge and perspective among caregivers. For people with special needs, disabilities, intellectual disabilities. So these were like the what?
Did you publish any papers?
Oh yes, yes. One of them even won an award in 2017 in New Mexico during that. Yeah, one of them. Yeah, so I did. So so I started the clinical rotations, then also the homeless shelter too. Right in San Antonio, they have the homeless shelter where the students go there to, to treat them for free, like a free clinic, free charity clinic. So I could also use my resident license to work there. So, nice. So those places. Then we also have like a state-supported living centers all over the states. So you could use that resident license to work in community health affiliated to the school. Not all of them.
Comfortable with treating patients. That's what it is. You are putting yourself in a situation.
Yes.
Dr. Ogechi is smart. Okay, I'm telling you, not everybody thinks like that because you're actually thinking of your future while you were doing that. That was pretty smart. Yes, and I was also required to take students to that clinic as part of. So while I was a resident, I do seminars every week. I do my own rotations. I take students to programs, to dental programs. So I take the DS1 and DS2 students to fluoride vanish I'm going to stop you here. So you guys go and look at University of San Antonio. You should go and take a look at it. Dr. Amechi is a professor there. He's still there. You stand a chance. He's still there. So, I talked to him a couple days ago. Great guy. So I take the students to the first and second year students to like a fluoride vanish and sealant program. Then the DS2, I teach them in the sim lab. You teach them in the sim lab. So part of your duty as a resident is to teach the students. Okay. And this is you trying to learn how to pass your board exams, right? Yes. So you teach the students. So I just made use of every opportunity available. Smart.
Everything. You just have to like
Yes.
everything,
This
everything.
lady,
Even
she
even
has
even
not
for even
taken,
for the
she has not
students.
taken exams, and she's teaching people how to do it.
What and while you're there, I was not in the international dentist program, but
Yes.
I was always going there, like the students, like the DS4 students, preparing for the exams and all that. I was networking with them. I was going to meet the
Yeah.
faculty. So this faculty in there, like because I have a student's ID, I'm a resident, so
Wow.
I was everything, meeting with the DS4 students, joining them in the C lab, getting their lecture notes, doing everything, even going to meet their professors. I can do some work and let their professors grade me. So
Wow.
you maximize every opportunity.
You know, Dr. Obiakor is called Akroka. She's not, she's, this is a smart Nigerian woman. I'm telling you, this route is just like it's a playbook. You need to write a book. You need to write a book. The people who are watching us are going to buy it. It's called Dr. Ogechi's Playbook to Dental Licensure. I've given you the book already. Go to Chat GPT, and we'll talk about it later. Your book will be
Oh
ready.
yes, I've been using the Chat GPT. It's very awesome.
Your book is going to be out in a week. We can write it together. I'm telling you the truth. This is what you've just said is a playbook. If you go like this, guys, if you are listening to me, if you take on this playbook, you are going to get into a practice. You are going to get into the United States. Don't look at all your inadequacies. Don't forget about our government and all the restrictions, U.S. Embassy restrictions. There are so many things to discourage you. There are no dates. There are no this. There are no that. Just take it. We're going to work on the playbook later, and somebody, you have to get it. If you want to give out your playbook for free, it's up to you, but but I'm telling you, somebody's going to pay for that PDF. I'm
Yeah.
serious. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
So I kind of made use of every opportunity, right? I was also practicing at home. I bought the compressor. I had it at home. Come back on weekends, I prep some work. When I get back to school on Monday during my residency, I take it to the faculty grading DS4, to
let them grade you. Let them
them
check and
grade
see.
me, do them. I
She's
do
not
I
paying
do a
school
root
fees.
canal access, I do all those things.
She's
I
not
I
paying
bought all
school
the
fees.
teeth.
She's not paying school fees, and she's getting them to grade her work. Africa #2.
Like you do all I prep all the work. You do that. That is an open door policy that willing to help. They're willing to help. So I let them grade my work, and while doing that residency, I was also preparing for my part one. So I didn't do part one before I got into residency. When I was in Nigeria, I thought you have to have like part one, part two before you get into program. But I think things are beginning to change.
Yes.
I think it has also changed. But then while I was preparing for part one, I got to the library one day. I saw pediatric residents, foreign trained. They came in to do pediatric residency, and they hadn't done their part one. I saw orthodontic and prosthodontic. They hadn't done their part one. We're all studying together. A group of residents, foreign trained. I have people from Venezuela doing prosthodontics residency. They hadn't even done part one.
They don't have anything. They don't have anything on them.
They didn't have anything. I didn't even know. And they're like, "Oh, you're a resident." They say yes. I'll ask them. You're a prosthodontic resident. They hadn't done part one. We all studied together. So we'll go to the library, we see the dental students, we see the residents preparing. So we kind of formed a small group. Then we formed a group on Facebook, and thanks to what this is.
Go ahead.
And thanks to Illinois dentist, so he was the one, Dr. Joseph, he was the one, special thanks to him. He was the one that told me about Facebook groups, like for part one, the part one group, and yes, the board exam part one groups.
You have some wonderful group people who remember questions. So these exams,
Yes.
they change the questions all the time, but sometimes they repeat some questions. And some of these guys, they are so good. When I finish the exam, I don't want to think about it, But some folks sit down and they recollect the questions, and those remembered questions are good.
Oh yes.
Diamond all together.
Yes. So he told me about that. I joined the Facebook group. So it was kind of, my residency was kind of intense because I was preparing for part 1. I was doing clinical programs. I was doing my dental public health. I was going for clinical rotations in community health. Then we had this program. I went to Brownsville, El Paso for 6 weeks. It's like a clinical rotation. You know, they have this University of Texas in Brownsville. I went with clinical rotations with physician assistants, dental public health residents, and all that. So we went through the community clinic rotations there, the clinical rotation. So I was away for like 6 weeks. So I was juggling all those things, and you come back, you practice, and you know, I was just trying to make use of every opportunity I had. So I did my part 1, you know, and part 2 while I was doing residency.
Wow, wow.
Yes,
that is no mean feat. That is, you know, you have to really be focused and plan your time.
Yes.
It's a whole what is going to describe is a whole lot of planning. You need to time management. You got to be able to manage yourself.
Yes. Yes, man. Yes.
So, and you have deadlines. You have project there. You have to turn in for you to graduate. You have to turn in certain things, and sometimes you have to go for conferences. You know.
Oh yes, I have to. Yes.
I have to present PowerPoint or oral presentation. All those conferences.
Yes, I do present during my residency. We do PowerPoint presentation every week. Okay, and like you mentioned, the time management, because the residency is not like the dental school, like the international dentist program. So you manage your time yourself, right? You manage your time. I put in all these things, but you have to manage your time yourself. So so that was how I was able to, you know, like do all that. Then I did the REB exam, the regional board exam. Okay, I did the regional board exam, and I was also lucky.
What was the exam? What was your exam like? What do you have to do for the exam?
Okay, for the exam is it's the same thing that the DS4 students do. You know, we have I did the theory, which is the treatment plan. You know, you do that like I think few months before the main. Before I did that like in December. Then in May was when I did my clinicals. You know, my clinicals. So I did a 2 operative treatments. You know, I think 2 class 2s. It's just like this. Then I did a crown on the bridge. I did a porcelain 1 hour ceramic crown, and
did you use any magnification?
Oh yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. So I got a loops from eBay for like I think $70, the cheapest. Yes, because I had to. Yes, because you know, like I had to use it for even while I was practicing, and it lasted me for like 2 years.
Dentistry, using a loop.
Yes, you know, like in Nigeria, because you know, like having root canal, like what is in Nigeria? I didn't even know how I would use our naked eyes to see those canals. I can't imagine.
No, we are magicians, so forget. The other parts of the world, now magic is magic, pure magic.
I don't know how we use it. Like, how can you see the canal? Because I can't do that without.
They see it and they still do good work. You know, I don't know.
I hope so, because it's like, but it's putting a lot of strain to the eyes. You know, having to look and all.
Let me answer this question here. How can it be? You know, for you to be a military, a U.S. military, you have to be a citizen. You know, so you have to be a citizen. So, yeah, if you are a citizen, then you can join. Before, you know, if you have a green card, you can. You know, but these days, I think they've changed it. Sometimes they used to give people citizenship if you are willing to join the army. You know,
have they?
And I think that has changed a little bit because of, you know, some of these wars and several things, people coming through that means. But there's a MAVNI program they used to have where you can become a citizen if you join the army. You know, but I think they are changing it now. You have to be a citizen first before you become a member of the military. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so and I was also very lucky, like for my residency is grant funded, so I didn't pay for that residency.
You are being paid every month. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and I didn't pay tuition. You know, like residency, they pay tuition.
Yes.
I didn't. Yes, so I didn't pay.
You know, I said this is a smart. I think it's more than smartness. It's blessing of God. Your God sees your heart, and you are paid for the program. I did.
Yes, and most, and as at then, most DPH programs were grant funded from HISA. These are HISA grants. So they were because they give them to either dental public health, and they had some programs like BU and some other schools that were DPH and pediatric dentistry combined. Yes, they were. So and being that I was a teaching assistant teaching the dental students in the sim lab, that qualified me to for the tuition waiver. So they paid for my residency, so I didn't pay any tuition for that. Okay, so
this journey she just described is an amazing journey. One of these days, I'm going to work with her and come up with a PowerPoint, because these things, you just need a structure so that your eyes can see it. So we're going to do, I'm going to work with Dr. Obiakor. We're going to come up with a playbook on Zoom, where you just go through the steps. Some people just want things, plastered in a certain way, such that we can just go stage by stage. You get into this, you get into that. We look at all the schools, all the states you can work in if you have this type of license. The thing here with this, that you don't get a DMD or whatever, but who cares? Who cares about DMD?
No, yes, and I'll say that I will talk about that, because I also planned, like you said, I also planned to talk about that, because when I was in the program, or rather when I finished, towards when I was about to do rep, one of the challenges I had was some of our people, some of my friends or one or two of my friends, oh, you're doing dental public health, all these do you have enough clinical skills? Well, you end up in one sealant program receiving $90,000. Like trying to put me down and all that. But it's very good to have a mentor, right? Mentorship is very important.
You're right.
So after that, I met a dentist. He also did a DPH program. He was a director. As at that 2016 to 17. 2016, he was a director in the federal FQAC somewhere around Houston, and he has been a director then for like 17 years, and he had his private practice in Houston. Okay, so I met him. He's a Nigerian.
Okay,
he's a Nigerian. Dr. Longe, he's Dr. Longe. He's a Nigerian. So when I met him at a conference, and that was around when people are telling me, oh, you may just maybe after this, even if you get your license, maybe you should go back to school, right? Back to international dentist program. He sat me down. He told me that once you get your license, he said over time these things don't matter anymore. He told me, say, I did DPH. I have my private practice in Houston. I have somebody working for me. I'm the director in Federal Qualified Health for almost 17 years. He said, invest in CE courses. He told me about the fast braces invest in Dallas, Academy of General Dentistry. He invited me, join Academy of General Dentistry, take hands-on courses. Like he told me, hands-on courses, everything. And he was telling me that.
No, by the way, we are offering an implant class. Because some of the things you don't know is implant. Then if you come out like this, you didn't do that in school, so you need to get yourself just upgraded, and these things are available. So I went through the program. I've gone through C courses. I've gone through school for 3 years doing the same thing. Now I have a dental implant course that you can take online, and we'll have a hands-on, and we'll have a work on real life patients. So if you check my bio, check my page, you will see those courses out there. You can take it, and you can also take it and use it to strengthen your profile once you are applying. Tell them you have taken this course. People, they want to know that you are up to date. They want to know that you understand what scanning and all that stuff is, because the competition is stiff. There are so many people out there. There are about 3,000 positions open every year, and they take only about 600. So it's tough. It's tough trying to get in. So you need to make yourself, for those who want to go through the other routes. But go ahead.
So and I remember him telling me, nobody cares whether you have DDS or BDS. What they care about, you already licensed. What can you deliver? Can you see patients? If you're doing implants, can you do this? He said that is what matters, like your clinical skills. It doesn't matter whether you have DDS or whether you have DDS. And he gave me an example, like some schools, like some schools offering an international dentist program where they have like a 2 years program. Sometimes they spend 1 year in the same lab. They have just few months on a patient.
No clinical experience.
Yes.
No clinical
experience. They said some of them, just how many root canals have they even done? Like they haven't done much, especially in some schools where they don't have. So he just told me, invest, like he said, you don't have any school loan. What you can do is that invest your money in CE courses. If you want to go and do an endo course, if you want to do fast braces, Invisalign, you want to do implants, invest. You can do CE on hands-on CE courses, just hands-on courses.
Right.
Invest your money and you acquire the clinical skills.
A lot of confidence. So when you come here, you just don't be like there are two types of dogs. See that dog, some dogs are afraid. They start shying away. Why there are some dogs? There might be a big dog.
You do that. Like
I want you to be like a small dog.
You do that. Surgical extraction, abdominoplasty. You do that.
Back like a strong Nigerian or African or Indian, just show confidence. When your patients see you, there's a lot of stuff. People say, "Where are you from?" I say, "I'm from Nigeria."
Yes, I'm Nigerian.
I'm the only one at work today. You want to see me or not, or you want to carry your pain to your home? I'm the one here. So what?
Or even when they say, "I love your accent," I say, "Oh, he's from Nigeria. It's a Nigerian accent."
I know, but foreign trade, we have our issues, but you just have to be smart, learn a lot.
Yes, and that confidence. I know along the way, several people may try to put you down. You don't have DDS, you don't this, and he, so that was the best advice I got from him. Like he said.
I want to tell you this. There are some places they are looking for dentists. There are some companies who don't have dentists to cover them. Where I'm working right now, I'm working temporarily here because I just say, I'm moving. I said, okay, let me just pick up a temp job. And I name my price because they can't find anybody to fill the place. So they need us. They need us.
Oh, yes, especially in the rural, like if you come to rural Texas and they need, yes,
I mean, dentists are needed. So come and get your license and name your price and live a good life.
Yes, and you can also, like I said, there are several, you can do CE courses. Even before I did my rep exam, they have like these hands-on bench courses. They have the Stevenson Dental, they have the one in Dallas, bench prep, like there are so many of these courses you can do even while in the like I did the one in Dallas, the bench prep course in Dallas.
We're going to have a bench prep class in Austin, Texas coming up in the next couple months. The compressors, everything's going to be there. The mannequin, the typodonts, practice. And obviously, we're going to get some loops from China because you shouldn't be doing this without amplification.
Without loops, yes.
You are going to fail. I'm telling you the truth. No matter how good your eyes are, everybody's fine, doing some fine work. Yours will be too rough. You wouldn't notice it because you can't see it.
Yes. So it's like it's a combination of factors. I did clinical rotations in the school, shelter clinic, federal qualified health centers. When I was doing my residency, I practiced at home. I did a bench prep. I also had a private practice in San Antonio. I just go there to just shadow. But I couldn't do much there because my residence license was limited to school or the or affiliated clinics to the school. But I just go there to anytime I'm free, just go there to that clinic and just shadow and just see this. So mentorship is very, very important. Like I said,
yes.
The doctor that told me, he said over time these things don't matter. Nobody cares about whether you have BDS or whether you have DDS, that they put DDS by after your name. Nobody cares about that. What really matters is that what you can do. Can you do braces? Are you doing implants? Are you do surgical extraction? And he said most of these, there are several hands-on courses. You just kind of tailor them to what you want to do. Some people, even some people that have a DDS, They don't like doing certain things. Not everybody that has EDS does implants. Some of them don't do Invisalign. Some
Yeah,
don't do this. Some don't like surgical
don't chop
extraction.
molar, some
Some
don't
don't
do,
like endo.
you
Some
know,
don't like endo. So
I don't refer anything out. That's the reason why my people I work for like me, because I don't even I have no, when I see an ortho case, wires in the mouth that same day, $5,000, we are done. And we continue to work after a couple months. So you just have to be versatile. Learn stuff. Obviously, you can do bread and
all those
butter
things.
and be okay. You can do bread and butter and be okay.
So it depends on, and all these things, like I said, depends on what are you willing to take, what are you willing to do, how are you willing to invest your time and money in CE courses, right? Because even after you do IDE program, you still need CE courses. You still need to, because they won't teach you some of those things during that program. I don't think there's any IDE program that teaches them implants and all those things. I don't know.
We're going to have a mentorship time. We're going to assign, because I'm gathering all these people who have done this thing so that we can, I want to assign some mentors to some mentees. But I want us to grow this group. I want to get 1,000 people who are foreign trained into this WhatsApp, this Instagram page. I just need 1,000. So we can now break into a group. I'm going to get 50 mentors. We're going to be groups of 20, 50 mentors, and we're going to break it down. So I need you guys to share. I need some people to just, if you want to be a group captain, in here, just indicate, send me a message. I already have one, Tofu 2. That's my first group. She's very active. I think he will do well. She's going to be a group captain. I need 20 group captains. I need you guys to bring in 50 people to the group. Just bring them in. Let's learn for free. This is for free, but we need to organize. We're talking about change. We want change from different people. We want this. We want our government to do right. Meanwhile, the people selling gas in the store are the ones giving us problems. People selling petrol, they will not let you buy if you don't give them money. So the change has to begin from you.
Yeah.
If you want the change has to start from you. We want people on the head to change, but the people on the streets, we need to help ourselves. So I need you to bring all your colleagues. They don't have to be Nigerian, from Ghana, from Ethiopia, from Rwanda. Anybody you have met who needs this information, bring them to the group. We're going to assign some mentors, 20 people to one mentor, so that we can at least get your questions answered. And we're going to have some group meetings. We're going to talk about licensure. We're going to talk about all the different routes, passing the exam. Dr. Adeze Nwofo should be coming to talk about the NDBE exam details. She just passed the exam a couple of days ago, and she's really on top of the material. So if you want to join, but I need 1,000 people. Let's spread the word. Let nobody say I didn't hear. People like hiding stuff because they won't browse. They are browsing Buga. It's okay to learn latest dance steps, but this one make you get into this one before you begin carrying your shoulder up. Anyway, yeah, go ahead. Give me your last words here. What do we have to bring you back because you are so full of information.
So it's like, every opportunity, and try to have a mentor. Okay, mentorship is very, very important. Mentorship is very, very important. So when I got my license, I worked in a community health, in a federal qualified health center. Okay, like you said, they do loan repayment, but since I didn't have any loan, there was no loan to
you
reduce.
missed that one.
I felt since I didn't have any loan, there was no. Yes, and the sponsor for green cards. But currently, I work as a correctional dentist and the dental director in a prison.
Can you imagine? Director.
Yes.
Director all the way from Uniben.
Yes, in a prison, and people tell me, why prison?
All those jobs
I wanted a government job.
Federal jobs, jobs. And, I've been to residency. I've done all the street parts, so I'm telling you, getting a federal job. I joined the army just because I want to just relax. I need somebody to take all my loans. I don't need to stress myself. I said, give me the uniform, give me boots. I will wear boots. What is it? You want to do push-up? Next weekend we are running. I will go and practice for 1 week.
Yes, and like you said, see, we don't know how strong we are. Believe me,
Yes.
like you. When I look back now, even right now, people. When I was like, I need a government job. I wanted a prison job, and the reason is because of the, like it's very rewarding, the work-life balance. I have time to do both dental and non-dental. Hustling and other businesses, because I do teledentistry by the side as well.
Can you imagine?
I consult for a
all the way from
teledentistry
Benin,
company.
a dental director. Oh my God!
So
anyway, I'm coming to Texas, so you must show me the road. Even me, I'm still asking for road. You must show me the way. I ain't got block. What I go?
So like people ask me why prison. People like prison that's scared. I said no, you go. It's not that scared. And you never know what we have within us, right? The energy, the motivation, the strength. Do you understand? You never know the strength we have.
Yes.
You think you cannot do it, but you can do it. The only thing is that you have that strength, you have that energy, you can do it. But the only thing is that you need to surround yourself with positive people around you, people that can motivate you, people that will keep cheering for you, people that will help you, encourage you. And that's what I was able to have. I have people that will encourage me.
You need those. It's tough.
Yes,
I mean, going to school, joining. I mean, I've done so many things here. When I went for army training, I'm like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? But just the fact that there's, you hear people say, "Don't worry, you'll be all right. You'll be all right." You just need a camaraderie of folks who believe in you.
Yes, who believe in you? Who wants
to cry with you? Sometimes you're going to cry. You're going to cry.
Oh, sometimes you'll cry. Yes, and who will not look down on you, or who will cheer you up, who will motivate you, who will mentor you, who will be there for you. So those are who will push you, because times you're like, oh, I'm tired, but they will keep pushing you just one step at a time. And and if I look back and I'm to do that, I think if I'm to look back, I will do that all over again. But initially you think, oh, is worth it? At the end of the day, is really worth it.
Just talking to you, I just got a name, the Dental Mentor Group. So if you want to join the DMG, I need you guys to commit to it. We're gonna join that Instagram, the Telegram group. Go to my bio on my page. Go to the Linktree link. Get on that dental licensure group. From there, we're going to form a DMG, Dental Mentor Group, where you're going to be assigned to a mentor and your questions and the path you need to take. My role here is an evangelist, okay? I'm a dental evangelist. I'm preaching you the gospel so that you will not miss your way. You will not miss your way in life. You will not miss your way to fulfillment. You will not miss your way to satisfaction. The dentistry, when you were in dental school, they wanted to kill you. All those lecturers wanted to bury you, but they did not know that you were a seed. If you put a seed inside the ground, the seed might die, but it will come forth. He said, until you get into the ground and you feel buried, you feel like, frustrated, but remember, you are seed, and seed becomes a tree, and that tree becomes a forest. For me, I'm going to have a chain of dental practices in America because I'm prepared for it. I've been working at it, and it's coming to pass. But when I was in dental school in 1997, I felt so down. Those people wanted to bury us. They were so hurtful. But who remembers them right now? Who remembers them? Nobody remembers them. They are still there with their issues, but we are moving forward and we are asking the next generation, don't walk blindly. Join us and
ask questions. Ask questions. And again, always like for this program, though I know like now it's kind of competitive because when people are paying for residencies, it's kind of, these programs are becoming competitive, but you have to and always go online. Any program you want to apply, go to the school website. Make sure you check it out, go to the school website. There are several
I,
programs out there.
yes.
I never knew that. It was when I got into the DPH program that I found out that there were several schools that had pediatric residency and dental public health residency combined.
Can you
Just
imagine
combined.
that?
Yes, combined. But I didn't know. I didn't know.
And
so
they're double trained.
They're double trained. Yes, because they go together. They go hand in hand. Yes, dental and some of them had these. They were grant funded. So
we're going to have, as you're talking, me, I'm ready. I'm easy. I get ideas like this. So when people are talking, we're going to have a website. It's called the Dental Education Consortium website, where the mentor group will be in. So we're going to have our own website. You only have access to it if you're inside the group, So all those information is going to be on there so that you can read and study and just help yourself and share with other people and help other people. And some of us have to get into faculty. We cannot remain businessmen and making money.
Yes, I know.
Dr. Amechi was not there, you would have been lost. You've been led astray. I'm telling you. If Dr. Amechi was not in faculty. So faculty means you kind of earn a little less, but you have influence. You have influence.
Yes,
you have a lot. For me, I'm trying to take influence, trying to get influence. My wife is just looking with one kind corner eye. Say, look, my friend, will you line up? Line up and go and bring money home. Which kind of influence? Anyway. I said, okay. So, I'm trying. That's why I'm doing this. That I can use that part of us to do some good. Anyway, I got to be back on the road. I'm coming to Texas, so please, I'm going to try to reach out to you once you are off this director walk. Please find time to meet with us.
Like I said, it's a very good work-life balance, and
okay.
I love it, and it gives me time to do other things, dental and non-dental. But my final message to everyone is don't allow anybody stop you from pursuing your dreams. Even when they tell you, I know the person that was laughing at me, not laughing at me, trying to discourage me, oh, you end up making this insulin program. I don't know why, but I didn't end up, they don't know your plans. When people don't know your plans.
Let me Google him and find out where he is.
People don't know your plans, or they don't, when people don't know your plans or what you have, at times, just because I don't go about telling everybody, maybe you're doing this course, or you're doing this, or this is this, they think you're not doing anything, right?
Yes.
There's this adage, they say that not all that wonders are lost.
Yes.
Right?
You're right.
So don't allow anybody to discourage you. Don't, find your own path. Even if everybody is doing this, everybody is doing IDEP, everybody is doing oral surgery, everybody is doing this. Just know what is comfortable, what makes you comfortable, what you can do. Find a mentor in that area. Choose your own path. Get a mentor in that path. Get information in that path, and every path we take will still. At the end of the day, we're all looking for career goals, happiness, work-life balance, money. Good career.
Choose your path.
Helping patients. Anything you still do, whichever path you choose. You have a work-life balance. If that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for money, if you're looking for taking care of patients, whatever. So it depends on what is your goal. At the end of the day, don't look at anybody that are doing this. Everybody is doing this. Everybody is doing this.
Choose your path. Anywhere benefits, no.
Yes, choose your own path and just maximize all the potentials and all the information, and get a mentor.
We're making sure that mentor thing comes to pass. So guys, get on the group. We'll form it. Once we get to 1,000, I have to wait for 1,000. Let's make sure we are carrying everybody along. There are about 10 dental schools in Nigeria. Send the word across. I need people who are already dentists. I know dental students are amongst us, but I need dentists so that it's easy. It doesn't really matter anyway. But from Ghana to I need all the dental schools. Can somebody help me? I need contacts in all the dental schools in Africa. All the dental schools from Tunisia.
Another thing again, I've also advised people is because I had someone from Nigeria. He graduated from Uniben. He joined me on He was following me on LinkedIn. He sent me a friend request on LinkedIn. Then we started talking. Okay. So another thing I tell people is that you can also go on like Facebook, or you
Yes.
can go to LinkedIn, look for people, because I also did that when I was here, right? There's this dentist I added as a friend on LinkedIn. He's in, I think, North Carolina or thereabouts. So, see people, like go to this professional website and,
Yeah.
yes, get them as your, on your friend list, send out information. There are several people that are willing to,
Help
provide
you,
information
right?
to help you. There are several people.
Leads me on. I formed a international dentist group on LinkedIn. So you go to my LinkedIn page. We just type my name on LinkedIn. Find that page. I'll send a link out on our Telegram group so that you can join that group. If all of us are there, then we can ask: what group can we join? So if you, Annabelle, if you go to the link on my bio, there's a Linktree link. If you click on it, there's a Telegram dental licensure group on Telegram. If you click on that, that's where the group is at. So we're trying to make that group. There are about 175 people there now. We are on our way to get 1,000. Don't forget, we're coming back on the 1st. We have it loaded. We have an oral surgeon, a dental surgeon all the way from Ghana. He's international dentist. This guy is an oral maxillofacial surgeon right now. This guy is having fun living his life. We have the program director of an IDEB, International Dentist Program from Virginia Commonwealth University. May 7th is going to be talking to us. We have a guy from the University of Michigan. This guy is interested, Dr. Ramesh. Dr. Ramesh is a great guy, and he has a heart for international dentists. He's coming on the 20th. He's coming very soon, April 17th. So check my page. Get yourself informed, and let's grow this party. Thank you so much, Dr. Obiakor. You have been amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
All right, you guys
Nice
take care.
All right,
Have
bye.
a wonderful weekend.
You too. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye. Not all of what will respond to. Yes, no problem. Thank you, Blessing. We will talk. Let's keep in touch. If you have any questions, if you go on that group, there's a comment section just so you can ask your questions. We're going to plan it so that you get all the information that you need. That is our call. I told you this is dental evangelism. I'll see you guys when next April. I think on the 1st of April we have another group of dentists. We have Dr. Chichi that will be coming on. She did the IDP in Loma Linda. She'll come and tell us about the IDP experience. See you guys. Take care. Yamzi, I see you.